If you need help on 5 through 7, you have come to the right place because I'm going to do all of them with you. So on each of these, you always have options in terms of what it is that you want to do, but I want to show you a couple things that you want to be looking for. So you see this one here, there's only one x in the whole equation. It's an x squared, granted, but there's only one x. So we want to isolate it. We want to get it completely alone. So we're going to go ahead and move that guy over there, which gives you -9. And then I'm going to divide both sides by a negative. And the very last thing I'm going to do is square root. So my method here is square root. Square root. There we go. And I would get a +3. And a -3 is my answer. Remember, when you take the square root, you have to have a plus minus, because I could have -3 times -3 to get a 9, or +3 times +3. Let's look at 6. For this one here, different. I do have an x here and an x squared, so my two options are going to be either factoring or quadratic formula. Those are pretty much the only two that I'm going to use. So on either of those situations, I do need to put it into this format here, where it's equal to 0. Use our little diamond. We have, what, -60 and -11. So that would be 60 and 1 don't work, 2 and 30 don't work, 3 and 20 don't work, 4 and 15, that works. So 15 and 4, so that gives me my -60 and my -11. So remember, I can't use diamond and done because I got a number out in front here. Remember, I take this guy the same, and I'm rewriting this using these values. So now I take out a 5x, I'm left with x minus 3. I take out a 4, I'm left with x minus 3. Oh, happy days, gives x minus 3. And then the leftover stuff, 5x plus 4 equals 0. So this is giving me 3, and this here is giving me -4/5 when I solve that for 0. And my method is factoring. That's not failure, but factor. Alrighty, folks, we have one last one here. The only thing you can do to begin with is to square it. Now, where you go from there, different things might happen, but you have to at least square it. Upon squaring it, that is undoing the square root, we get this. We do need to put it all into one spot, where it's equal to 0 on that side, because I have an x squared and I have an x. So first of all, I squared it. But then I'm also going to have to factor it, or use quadratic formula. So let's go ahead and see if we can factor it. We have 9 and -6, that is -3 and -3. Yep. X minus 3, quantity squared. So after you square it, then you would factor it to continue, and you would get just plain old 3 as your answer.